Welcome and thank you for joining us today. We have a good versus battle. Today is Avast free edition versus Kaspersky free cloud. So on the left we've got Avast. Okay, so let's have a look see at the settings. Okay, so under protection, virus scan, you guys would see that we have enabled all maximum settings for scanning, same for targeted scan. Just going quickly through all the settings, same with that. Boot scan, hopefully we don't need that today. Okay, so now for the core shields, high sensitivity, fix automatically, all maximum settings have been enabled. For behavior shield, everything is enabled. Web shield and mail shield, and for PUPs everything here has been enabled as well. So under ransomware shield it's enabled. We left it on smart mode. All the file extensions here are selected. You guys would see that there's no apps being included or excluded. And then protected folders, you'll see it's enabled, and desktop docs and pictures are enabled for all the users, and that's about it. So let me just quickly disable the real-time shield so that we can extract the malware. So today we have 1101 malware samples. The majority of them are fairly new, so we're going to extract that. Okay, so while we wait for that, we'll jump over to the right. So we've got Kaspersky Cloud. We'll have a look at the settings. Okay, so we've got file antivirus. We left it on automatic, and we have enabled all the high settings here. So everything is enabled and as high as they can be. Web antivirus we left on default. We haven't changed anything here. That's still on default. Mail antivirus, not testing that today, but it is enabled. Network attack blocker, we left all of that. The MC protection, all of that's been enabled. System watcher enabled, set to automatic, so it's going to do its own thing. Data provisioning, nothing there, and that's about it. So under general, let me just start the extraction process. Okay, so mouse being extracted. Okay, so under general we left everything also here enabled. We didn't change anything. Self-defense is also enabled. So under threats and exclusions, we left everything here as well, no exclusions made. Network settings, we left everything here. On interface, we've changed the interface here. You guys would see that we enabled the icon for the Midori Kuma. So this is our teddy. Hopefully it will keep us snuggly and safe today. And no, this is not Ted that had a couple of green leaves. This is the Russian teddy bear, green and ready to go. Okay, so all silly jokes aside, everything is enabled. Manage settings and additional, nothing really there. Okay, so let's quickly disable Kaspersky as well. Let's say for 15. Okay, so that's disabled. Okay guys, so everything is extracted, so we'll enable all the shields. Same for Kaspersky, the zoom protection. Okay, so it seems like everybody's happy, everybody's protected. So I don't know guys, I don't know who you guys set your money on. Is it going to be Avast or is it going to be Kaspersky? Only one way of finding out. We need to put these two head to head. So let the battle begin between Avast and Kaspersky. Okay, so something interesting, there was a malware that I allowed. After I allowed it, the machine blue screened, so as you guys can see, but it says VBox, so it looks like a virtual driver, maybe a display driver or something in virtualization that maybe failed. So I'm just waiting for that to come up again. But yeah, so malware is still continuing to run on the Avast machine. Seems okay. There was a malware running a bit in memory, but after a while Avast did seem to stop it. So hopefully the Kaspersky VM comes up again. Then I'll have to start the malware execution process again. Hopefully a lot of the malware has already been quarantined, that we don't have to execute all the malware from the start again. So hopefully whatever is left will be executed. Okay, so as soon as it's up and running again, I'll start the malware execution on the Kaspersky VM. Okay, so Kaspersky is finished with the malware execution. A couple of more malware pop-ups coming up because it's picking up more malware in that folder. So you guys would see that there's a couple of malware running in memory. It's these funny pop-ups. I can't read that. So just thought I'll show you guys that. So I'm closing that. I don't know what that is. So far it seems like they're still running in memory even if I close them, but that seems to be the only 3 malware running in processes. So I'm gonna start a scan with Kaspersky. I'm gonna do a quick scan, see what it can clean up. After that I'll show you guys the results. Of us should be very close to done, because the amount of malware that's left in the folder is less than what is in Kaspersky's what is in Avast's folder. So I'm just gonna wait. But yeah, scan is running for Kaspersky. When this one is done, then I'll definitely start the quick scan with Avast. Hey guys, okay, cool. So Avast is finally finished. There's only 2 malwares running in memory, so I'm gonna do a smart scan on Avast. I'm just waiting for Kaspersky still to finish, and then I'll show you guys the results. Okay, so I'm just gonna move that file to quarantine. Kaspersky's quick scan is more like a full scan. It's extremely slow. Avast is done. Okay, it's almost done. Okay guys, I'm just gonna wait for this, then I'm gonna start the scan with Hitman Pro, and then from there on with MCSoft, and then I'll decide which the third-party scanner I'm gonna run. Okay, so looks like the quick scan is finished. Found 149, so I'm just gonna say resolve. Okay, so it's busy resolving these threads. As soon as that's done, I'm gonna start the scan with Hitman Pro, and then take it from there on, and then I'll show you guys the results. Hello, and we are back. Sorry guys, I had to pause this video as well. Scans were taking really long. So if we have a look at Avast, so we've got Trend Micro open, so let's have a look, see at what Trend Micro has to say. Oh, okay, so Avast is still giving us pop-ups, so close all. It's a bit laggy. Okay, so let's maybe have a look at Kaspersky first. Give Avast some time to recover. Okay, so I think that was the driver thingy that was causing the blue screen, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like it, according to Trend Micro, is a Trojan, because I know the blue screen said something about VirtualBox or virtual drivers, so that could be that. So all of this malware, looks like we can't change it via location. Okay, so let's have a look see. So it looks like the rest of the malware might just be on the desktop. Okay, so it only seems like it's finding something on the desktop. The rest of the malware, that's good. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, so these are all the malware on the desktop, so we change it or arrange it by location. Let's have a look. Desktop. Okay, so it only seems that only one malware, also Malwarebytes, says the same one as malware. So again, I think that supports the blue screen one. While the machine was blue screening, is that malware there? What is the name of it? Riskware. Okay. Norton says there's something in temporary file, and the rest is on the desktop. And Kaspersky is still trying to resolve these threads, which is absolutely ridiculous. Let's have a look. MCSoft apparently is still scanning. I think that's just stuck. Okay guys, so it seems like the Kaspersky machine might actually be clean. Maybe one malware, which seems to be the driver. It seems, let me see. Yeah, MCSoft is complaining about the same malware. So it seems like only one malware managed to get its fingers on the system. Hitman Pro, let's have a look, see. Malware extracted. Okay, so let's see if the location changes. Okay, so Hitman Pro is not even picking up that malware. Okay, so I think this is good for Kaspersky. I think it did actually really well. Yes, we might have had the blue screen, which was part of that malware, so we have one active malware on the system, but that's fine, it can be removed. So that's actually pretty good. I think Kaspersky did really well, considering also the amount of malware that we executed on the system. And obviously it's a free version as well, so that's really good. Okay, so let's have a look see at Avast.
Seems like everything is just on the desktop. That's the only problem with Trend Micro. Can't really see the whole location. But everything just seems to be on the desktop. Okay, so let's have a look at Hitman Pro. Okay, let's see. It seems like Avast managed to remove a lot more malware from the folder, so the amount of malware in that folder seems less. Yeah, didn't find anything. Just want to see what's the amount of malware that's left. The only problem with Kaspersky is it's not removing the threads that it's found, which is a bit of annoying, but I think a restart and a reattempt should fix that. Okay, so let's have a look, see what Malwarebytes has to say about this machine. Oh, seems like we might have a couple of things here. App data roaming, app data, and then from here on it's desktop. Okay, so it actually seems like Malwarebytes actually found more threads on this machine under app data, which is the .ink files. What is it? It's labeling them as Trojans. Oops. So it seems like Kaspersky actually did better, because Kaspersky had nothing here. Ooh. Okay, let's have a look. See. Yeah, so you can see that it's 181 versus 450. Seems MC Soft is stuck on this machine as well. Not, it's just scanning super slow. Why the hell? Anyway, I'm gonna stop the scan because I've allocated a lot of resources to these two VMs. They shouldn't be that slow. Okay, so yeah, I aborted the scan but didn't find anything, so I'm not trusting that result. Okay, so MPE only found 2 malware on the desktop, and yeah, so it seems like Malwarebytes found a couple of extra things. Okay guys, so I don't know, you can make your own conclusion. I think they both did really well, considering they 3 AVs. We've tested a couple of paid AVs, and yeah, they did a lot worse than these 2 free. So if you either have Avast or Kaspersky free cloud on your system, I think you are in good hands. But obviously just keep in mind the other free versions, the paid versions, do actually offer more protection and cover more attack vectors. So, but otherwise, if you are on a budget, or you don't really have super important things on your machine, or you only use your machine from time to time, then I think you can use any of these 2 free versions. But it seems like Kaspersky did a little bit better. Obviously Avast had a couple of Trojans there, but the machine is responsive, where Kaspersky did blue screen twice with that driver malware. So all in all, they both have infections on them, but I think it's minor. The machines are still operable. Our documents are still intact on the Avast machine. Our pictures are still accessible. The same for the Kaspersky machine. Everything is intact, no ransomware infection or nothing. And I know there was quite a bit of ransomware in the malware that executed some low-key ransomware and Cerber ransomware, etc. So yeah, I think they both did really well. So you guys can make your own conclusion. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. If any of you guys are using this product, let us know what you guys also think about it. how is it in a day-to-day operation. But otherwise, thanks for watching. We do really appreciate all the support. Up until next time, we'll see you guys soon.